Hey everybody, Radaman here. Thanks for tuning in to Kenshi, Birth of a Hive. Here's the rules and goals for you all, if you need a refresher. Last episode, we decided to march on the cannibal capital. We are currently laying waste to a cannibal village. I don't exactly know what's going to happen because I have the Reactive Worlds mod installed, and I'm not sure what the outcome of this war will be, but I'm going to wage it all the same. We did kill some leaders here. I don't know, some cannibal leaders, but there's really not much left. Before I start, I just want to do a quick health. Okay, no one is in critical need of any health care, etc. Let's point in the direction of the cannibal capital. As you can see, there are constant fighting around here. We could very easily constantly get embroiled in these sort of skirmishes, but this is small stuff. This is not something that we need to necessarily worry ourselves about. We want the bigger goal. The bigger goal is the leaders of the cannibals, if you can call them that. They're sort of leaders. Back home, before I keep going, we do have the swords. They should be currently strength training, so let's do a quick check on them. I guess it's carry weight that we're heading towards. So more oral is doing the athletics. Okay, we're all still good here to train. Another thing is we have some keepers sitting around the base. Builders wants to be in armored rags, like the crafters, and normally I don't allow such armored skirt and rags. That's what we had, right? Yep, skirt colored rags. Oh, the armor rag should be the color style. So let me make sure I get the right ones here. Armored skirt and rags colored. Yep. Okay. We still have leaf choppers coming out. We were trying to streamline the steel bars. The thing is, I think we're just using a ton of them. And I'm okay with using a ton of them. That's just the way it is. Snowy's trying to make chain hive shirts. We have a masterwork one. I'll set that separate. And then we have some masterwork leg plates as well. Soon we're going to actually... Ooh, Resnick, you've been cranking out the masterworks. Soon we'll have enough to satisfy most of the requirements that we have. All the specialist ones we've been melting down for iron, which has actually been proved to be pretty nice. I want to refocus back on the cannibal raid. I just want to get through some inventory management so that we don't have a giant stockpile of stuff we don't necessarily want stocking up here. Alright, so that's 39 raw iron. Done. Builders, because you want to change clothing, I'm going to give you a permanent task of sitting on the stool so that you're near for us to change that with. And then let's head on back. Oh, look at their beautiful formation. Head on back over here. I'm just going to walk right through this battle. I don't really care about whatever's happening here. They're pretty much ignoring me anyway. They're just capturing people for consumption. And this is the cannibal capital. Doesn't look like much, which is why I'm taking a moment to swing down here and clear it on out. It's not to say that it's not unoccupied. It's occupied. But I don't see Grand Wizard yet. He's probably in his shed. Oh yeah, there he is. Look at him and all his lieutenants. So we've got the Grand Wizard here who's wanted by the Shek. And then all the chiefs that are only wanted by the Holy Nation and United Cities. So I don't really need to worry about anyone else but the Grand Wizard. He's the only bounty that truly matters. Alright, well let's get started. A midday raid. And I will Ooh, that was a nice swing. It's cool to see the different animations. I mean, most of my guys have pole arms, right? So it's mostly like overhead swipes and stuff, but every now and then you have someone like Minus, who's got a unique weapon, do some interesting combat animations. So the Grand Wizard's just sort of hanging out here. All of his chiefs are coming down. Thorns had a pre-injury. Oh, Knave is going, oh, wow, that was really, really bad. What I'm going to have is you're going to get back up. All right, so this guy's super, super, super tough. So here's what I'm going to do. He is cutting through me pretty good. I'm going to get my crossbow focused on him. Now, most of everybody else is getting cut up real good. It's just he's in super strong armor and is really tough. Knave is being prisoner pulled. It's obnoxious, but, like, he's not going to be eaten immediately, I don't think. I'm going to send Beep. I'm retasking Beep to... actually, Ron, you are closer. I'm going to retask Ron to deal with that. Beep, don't even worry about it. You can go back to the wizard. Most of the small fries are dead. Oh, Muhammad dropped. Yeah, this guy hits like a truck. All right, so Mr. Knave, you are freed. I just need to pick the lock. And it's as if it never happened. Let's keep watching over here. So he's just got real thick armor, which is much the reason. Okay, they're trying to take some of my unconscious, which I don't really appreciate. Oh, they tied me to a pole. Alright, the Grand Wizard is almost downed. He's downed. Hollow, you are the closest. I'm going to have you pick him up. So that he can't become a problem again. At this point, we just have to make sure that we don't have too many of our guys, you know, imprisoned or whatever. Hella, let's go get Knave free. Actually, let's go get Muhammad free first. Hella's our in-house lockpick. Oh, Thorns is on his feet. Probably playing at limbs, maybe. I'm just letting these guys run rampant all over the no, don't put Muhammad back in. Yeah, it's not going to end well for you. Ooh, Hella's down. Watch that happen in slow motion. Alright, Knave, Queen will free you personally. Alright, and none of my weapons or anything is affected by the imprisonment, so that's good. Now, some of the leaders here are going to have research, and I don't think I'm done grabbing. I'm not done researching the cannibal stuff, so I'm going to poke around here and grab what research I can muster up. And I'm just sort of letting everybody fight everywhere. I'm not really taking control of them. It looks like I can use their beds too, which is good. Oh, there's some scrawnies coming in. All right, Carpo, you are... Let's get you out of there. Oh, you're super crippled. That's what's going on. All right, hydroponics are starting to get researched. That's pretty cool. Queen. Carpo, stop. No, see, that's why I wanted you to stop. I'm trying to splint you up. Oh, here we go. Another real fight. Old tenderizer that got back up. Looks like Beep is limping. I could be separating them from their weapons. That'd be one way to get out of here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to all regroup. Let's go ahead and free the ones that are currently imprisoned. And we can walk out of here. Come on, everybody stay focused. Set free. Minus, you're going to pick up Muhammad. Obviously not going to leave anyone behind. Hella, you're next. Alright, as far as I know, I have 100% of everybody. Oh, Carpo is really limping bad. Alright, you done? Carpo and Queen. Queen, just split them up. That's not splitting. There we go. Now he's able to move. Not as fast as I'd want. I could even sleep off some of the injuries. Now I know that I left my camp beds behind. 10 of them. Surprise! Can't grab me. Alright, so Muhammad's the only one that is unconscious at the moment. And then we do have the Grand Wizard that, you know, has a head lopper. Okay, well, that's a unique looking weapon. And also all of his Grand Wizardy armor and stuff, all masterwork grade. And a whole lot of research artifacts. Okay, well. You, sir, are going to be a naked dude. I'm going to first aid him just so we can turn him in. Now, I think technology. Let's see. Smithing. We need 16 blueprints. I might rummage around for some extra blueprints, making sure that we have enough. All right. Muhammad, I need you to regain consciousness. And let's go through the roster here. Anyone that is particularly wounded is going to take a quick rest. So that was not an easy fight. Wow, Ron didn't get touched? I mean, I know Ron's crazy good, but wowie. Oh. It's a chief. Queen wants to play Pinata with you. Oh, no, apparently not. Chief, that was a really, really bad decision you just made there. In fact, Queen's going to execute you. She's allowed to execute whomever she wants. So, in this one instance, that guy's going to die. I'm going to have Queen poke around the battlefield. If any of these guys look like they might have research on them, I'll grab it. Man, this is a straight massacre. Kind of love it. And then, once I leave and then return, it might change. Oh, hello. You look boss-like. I might turn over to some new faction. Alright, I don't want to spend forever poking around the research. Oh, but these guys should have some, right? The ones standing up top. Like they're fancy or something. Nope. I already took it. Alright, so general storage here. There's cannibalistic imprisonment. I got caught stealing. You know what? Let's be real. Oh, you are so dead. Again, hurting queen is a death sentence. You should have known that. Okay, cannibalistic imprisonment. I just grabbed. This other stuff I don't really care. The books. We are supposed to be collecting books, so it's not much of a book, but I'll collect them. The rags are not high enough quality, nor are the weapons for me to bother with. There's a masterwork arm. That's going to sell for something. The rest of this stuff is sort of Drifter leather jacket we can use. Because that's going to go to a crossbow person. And then there still should be... that's the main tent. I don't know if there's really... That's a regular book. There's really not much else here. Alright, so let's march home. Shall we? Figuring out who moves the slowest. So far it's Carpo. It's going to be Carpo. Alright, follow Carpo, and Carpo walk home. Alright, Hella, you have Drifter's leather jacket. That's going to mean that, let me go to my giant spreadsheet. That's going to mean your armor is no longer inferior, it is specialist. Frenchie, you're next. The Drifter's leather jackets give a 10% faster crossbow, which is kind of nice. The Assassin's rags do as well. The Assassin's rags do not cover stomach or chest very well, whereas this Drifter leather covers it 100%, which is why I'm going to Drifters. So one of the interesting things is town overrides. Basically, when you conquer a town, it changes ownership, sometimes to your allies, sometimes not. So I have to return back to Port North, because I did destroy Port North. I'm sort of curious who it's owned by now. But we will soon make a trip back to the cannibal capital to see what's going on there now that we've changed owners. Okay, so we have got a masterwork grade rags here. But the skirts are not masterwork. Now, for now, we'll just take... Yeah. Builders, you'll just take that. Alright, so Resnick lost... I gotta mark this down. Resnick, you lost your masterwork pants. It's like the only time you've gone in the opposite direction. Oh, you know what? I didn't even have that marked down correctly. Builders. You got masterwork armor that you wanted. So armor and pants, I can check you off. Shirt, I'm going to check you off as well because I'm going to give you the masterwork chain to make up for the fact that that you've got rags on. And if you're wondering why I did this, it's 100% because he requested it. Yep. 'Tis the reason. Alright, so you are... The issue with these armored rags, they don't have great coverage around stomach, but the blackened masterwork blackened chainmail should help with that. Okay. Builders, you're all set. Have you sit down. And let's keep cranking out the Hive leg plates. I do have some Masterwork ones to give away. Hendrik, could you help me move these shirts? There we are. So these super hurt stealth, so Seiko can't use them. Another thought was the plated armor pants. Let me fix this. The plated drifters are also Hive styled. You see a lot of Hive wearing them. So what I will do is make some for the people that need them. Where is that? Is that even... That might not even be heavy armor. It's not chain armor. Is it? No. It must be in here. I just overlooked it. Or I don't even have the blueprint, which is possible. Foolish. Huh. I don't... Oh, it's... Yeah, it's on the, Drifter leather pants. You know, I actually don't think I have plated drifter. I only have drifter leather pants. But, that would be also Hive styled, so we can make those as well. Alright, Snowy. I'm going to have you work on that right now. So forget the chain armor. We're going to make leather armor. And crank a few of these up. Alright, Carpo. Where are you guys? You guys are heading home. Strength training. Almost done. Pillar, are you stuck? Whoa, you teleported into a building. Good for you, man. Don't let the physical laws of the universe restrain you. Alright, so Resnick, you are now working on plates, because I don't... Wait, why do we have armor? Oh, I need to queue something back up here, right? Let's try for soldier armor, and we'll run a queue of that. Now, these pants should be really quick to make, so getting Masterworks probably won't be that difficult. Even though the first one was Specialist. Alright, Asgola, I'm going to use you to move some copper. That way Silver Shade doesn't have to run. Some things are better with animals doing the physical work. I should also be on the lookout for rice. How is my power? 300 fuel, that looks pretty good. Someone over here is getting targeted. Probably a big thing in Iron Spider. Iron Spider indeed. Now these guys are going to quickly redeploy. The thing is, I will need to queue them up. Either buy some additional beds, or, you know what, actually, where are you? Dakatist. You're sitting in town with very, very little to do. Let's buy some sleeping bags. I can swing by World's End to buy sleeping bags. I also have to turn in Mr. Sheck that I captured, because there's a bounty on his head. I don't really need the money, but, like, He's not my mortal enemy. He was just a naughty neighbor of mine. So I don't really care to sacrifice him or anything like that. Severe lack of stuff here. Yeah, there's like no beds anywhere. Two. The issue is, World's End just doesn't have a whole... It has a lot of bars, but that's pretty much what it's known for. Wooden backpacks. There we are. Alright, so there's some additional backpacks I ought to buy. Alright, that's almost all the sleeping bags I accidentally parted with. So, problem nearly solved. Carpo and the crew, let's get healed up. So head over to cache here. We have a whole lot of research to put away. I probably am going to be able to get all of the cannibal research done. I'm just using the hive beds because this isn't urgent or anything. Ooh, cannibal raid. Got pissed off. Also, I probably almost certainly just put, what's his name? The Grand Wizard into a bed where we was holding him. And I don't know where he is anymore. Where did he go? There should be a really tall, naked guy running around somewhere. Should have just executed him, shouldn't I? That's okay, I don't really care for the bounty. Sloppy of me. I'm usually not that sloppy. But honestly, I don't see him at all. Which means I've ditched him a long time ago? I don't know. Alright, so, big cannibal raid coming in. I'll have the people at home stay home for it. Honey and Cookie are just about done. I'm going to wait until Cookie's 65 and then switch over who's hauling. I'm just sort of looking around to see if where I put the dude down. Because I rightly don't know. Osgolo. You've delivered the copper. Cool. How hard would a transfer all be? Oh, Carpo, that is not your bed, dude. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the particularly injured and put them into the faster beds. Because we do have a raid coming in. Yeah, pretty much everyone else is taken care of. Miss Queen. Head out to Blazer. Actually, pick up Thorns and head out to Blazer. We'll start to do research. He's currently researching, so it's not like he's idle. It's a lot of cannibal blueprints. The KLR series arm, I don't know, I just stash it. It's not Hive, so I don't necessarily need it. Cannibalistic imprisonment, we now know. Alright, so those were my old books. They were right in the door there. That was a comment from one of you guys that I had since forgotten about. I'm just going to dismantle it because I'm never going to see it backed into the door like that. The head lopper. This is not a vanilla weapon, and the problem I have is a lot of the non-vanilla weapons aren't balanced really at all, which I don't particularly like. There's a formula that I guess I haven't calculated whether they're balanced or not, but there's a formula that the Kenshi uses to calculate the strength of stuff. It's basically, you know, how much blunt damage and sharp damage it does for its you know, for the strength required, and not all mods use that calculation appropriately. So there's all the Grand Wizard stuff that I'm keeping, and I'll keep the head lopper as like sort of a trophy, but I'm not necessarily going to use it. So this weapon, yes, this weapon actually violates the formula that Kenshi sets off on, meaning that it is easier to use than it should be for its damage. It's essentially the problem. It's not that big of a deal, but if a weapon is statistically broken or too strong or whatever, you know, it's a cheese weapon is essentially what I'm trying to say. And I don't really like to use cheesy weapons that are imbalancedly strong. All right, so getting rid of some of the you're just standing in the wrong place at the wrong time. Some of the specialist stuff that I don't need. Alright, Hella and more Frenchy than Hella needs to re-up ammo. Beep, you don't need all that science. Going through these guys. Carpo, you don't even have a backpack? Did I have that written down? Carpo, yes, I actually have that written down, that he does not have a bag. Alright, Troller Sauce. Give up your science. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Alright, yeah, we have more than enough cannibal blueprints to research that cannibal armor that I'm missing. So, cannibal plate armor, done. All the rest of this cannibal stuff is just, I don't need to use. But it doesn't hurt for me to collect it anyway. It's sort of like a trophy item, a little bit. What's the market value? It's very poor. So it's not like worth selling or anything. Ray. Alright, so swords, you're probably at 65. Yep, you are indeed at 65. So you're going to halt, and Honey is going to halt. In the swarm here, I'm going to need to find 2 people that need a strength train. So Frenchy and Hella. I'm going to strength train you guys. I think pretty much everybody else is trained up more or less. They are. Everybody else is. Just Frenchy and Hella. Cool. Queen, you could definitely put down Red Rain. You need to walk around with him forever. Let's pop Thorns out of bed, and then we need to check on how far that that raid is, right? Oh yeah, it's coming in. All right, so I'm gonna lose some crossbow peeps. Well, that's all right. Okay, so Frenchy. These iron spiders weren't killed, so they won't despawn. They're living. So Frenchy and Hella now have that. Honey and Cookie, drop your Wait. Can't pick that up. Everybody else. Stop following. Cookie and Honey, you're going to be put to caravan. Cookie, Honey, and Builders, actually, too. You're all caravan people. So now we have proper caravan guards that are strength trained and not slow. That's great. Hella. We will get... Oop, auto-saving. We'll get you to haul the water. And then everybody else is going to bodyguard you. Neat. All right, we're good. The swarm here went... We're defending, so actually I'm not really bound to the 20 defenders. Because in a defense situation, you know, we don't actually need to abide by those rules. So I'm going to merge them all. But Talon and Seiko, you two should go get the leather armor that I've been cranking out. In fact, I probably have way, way, way too much. Okay, one masterwork. Maybe I don't have too much. I thought I would have, like, tons and tons. What are we, out of leather? No, we have leather. Oh, no, you're still working. Okay. Oops, those are the exact ones I didn't want to break down. Crab. I know when you burn them, they're not going to yield anything because they're leather. But it's a way for me to get rid of some. How's my leaf chopper situation? Got some more 2-2s. Got a bunch of masterwork plates, legs that I haven't yet used. These guys are pretty close to coming to me. Okay, no one's at 60 yet, so they still need to strength train a little bit longer. That's a very pretty sunset. I can't believe I let the Grand Wizard get away. I do that every now and then, you know, forget that I'm holding someone. We do still have a prisoner in prison. So the thing is, I don't want to ritualistically kill the Holy Nation. I just want them to rot and starve to death in prison. How is he eating, though? He doesn't seem to be particularly hungry. Hopefully he's starving. I just want them to starve to death. A little cruel, sure, but, you know. They keep their slaves hungry on purpose. Alright, so we have a teeny stockpile of steel bars. That's actually good. Means we've streamlined that a little bit more. Seiko and, you guys probably started walking back, didn't you? Yep, they walked back. Is there time for you to get clothed and to fight? I don't know. Alright, so Talon, we're going to give you the Masterworks. The reason why I'm using these are obviously better than the cargo pants I previously had on. And, but ninja pants. You're gonna keep the ninja pants on, unfortunately. You wanted to be a ninja assassin. I don't really know if I have use for one, but there's really nothing better than ninja pants for stealth. Alright, so I'll probably return back to the cannibal capital and push it over again. Just because I can. Seems a little mean, but why not? Honey and Cookie, I also can check your strength training off. I need to go through my chart to update it. Go one by one, each character, make sure it's the latest up-to-date data. before we go back to the cannibal capital, I also should grab the leaf 2 blades. Oh, here they are. Oh, you know, there are a bunch of scrawny bone eaters. That's really not much of a fight. Not that it matters. Thorns, can you not get out? Yeah, you can't. Let's help him out. Alright, this is the first time we've... Oh, no, this is a mixed raid. There's a man catcher in this raid. Alright, man catcher, you guys are about to get wrecked. Why are you all holding? There we go. It's been a while since I had a home turf raid, so I'm kind of excited. Although the sea of high green numbers and low red numbers means that this is not a fight that's going to go well for really anyone but me. Yeah, it was defeated. Oh, that was so stupidly simple. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is queue up a swarm group. So I'm going to ditch some people. Second Chance, I believe, wanted to guard the base, so he'd be really good at staying at home. Yeah. Pharaoh. Okay, so Second Chance. We need a few more. Hollow. And who else? Ray. Cool. So now here's our group that's going to deploy. Oh, actually, Seiko and Talon, I'm going to leave you home too. Sorry, it's just, you're not well armored, and you wanted to be unique, and the problem is being unique in a hive can prove to be challenging. So Yuban is going to be on first debut. He needs to train up with his crossbows because he don't know how to use them all that good. I said that incorrectly properly. Should I need to heal? No, not really. I don't really need to heal. Let's get going. Hollow, I'm going to have you corpse furnace. And Ray, you can go sit down. Really? All these guys are just unconscious? I guess I could finish them off. But it gives these guys something to do. Pass the time by beating people up. All right. I also didn't grab the masterwork pants, but I can do that later. All right, Snowy, I think you're done on those. Let's get back to chain armor crafting. Oh my god, she's so slow. Alright, Swarm. Who's the slowest of them all? Probably Yuban, because he's... Oh, no, where are you going, dude? No. You're not hanging out. Okay, so some people ran back. Alright, so slowest here is probably going to be Yuban. I'm going to follow him. And we are going to go right back to the Cannibal Capital. Try to recapture Mr. Grand Wizard, because that was dumb of me to drop him. And then also to see if it had turned over. Why are you trying to stay close? Yeah, that's weird. Alright, so these guys are somewhat trespassing. So, oops. They fit the rule that trespassers can be executed. Whoa! Thor, don't send them into the ocean. Alright, I'm not even going to worry about that, because it does not need to be worried about. Oh, you know what? Thor is actually supposed to be coming with us. That's what's going on. So turn. Job's off. Let's regroup over here, because we screwed this up. Anyone that has sitting on the stool jobs need to ditch. Because that's making them all break apart. Huh. There's a bunch of scrawny cannibals running away. You know, you guys, stand no chance. You keep attacking me, but I don't know why. Oh, look at the iron spiders. Hello. You need a helmet. Alright, Osgolo, I'm going to use you to burn some things. Come on. The box is right there. At this point, I think even the tier 1 leaf blades I'm going to get rid of. I do want a new ring mace, though. So I'm going to queue up some ring maces. I want a few master rings. Okay. That's done. You can see remnants of their raid hanging around. And Hollow is helping to remove corpses. So if I wanted hydroponics, they would go in here. I don't think I necessarily need hydroponics for anything but for rice. And I don't have rice yet, funny enough. Rice is one of those things that I just put on the back burner. So we don't even have rice weed farming. All we would need is 2 rice weed picked up for that. But let me focus on the recapture of the cannibal leader. Whoops, river raptors. Oh, hey, there's a chief here. Sure, I mean, you know, free chief. He is so dead. This is a good way for Yuban to train in precision shooting so he doesn't friendly fire. Alright, well, Queen's gonna kill you off. There's only, unless some of the mods that I'm currently running change it, there should only be X amount of chiefs in the game. And when you kill them all, they won't respawn. Normally, I think the cannibals have like 5 or 6 chiefs. Oh, hello. Sure, I mean, why not pit stop? Wipe some of these guys out. This guy is like so desperately trying to make it to the queen, and she just keeps sniping him. Alright. So Yuban is the most injured. Queen is patching. She's the only medic in this group. While Frenchie and Hella heal up, she's sort of responsible for everybody's health. Not ideal. And I could certainly train up some additionals, but I'm not gonna worry about that right now. Not on the warpath. Well, there's the capital again, but there seems to be a patrol up here. Guess what, Mr. Patrol? You're just a man catcher. You're not a chief. All right. And take the time to patch up. Luckily, big tough armor helps to prevent injuries, so I don't have to spend so much time and energy healing everybody up. Euban, did you say... I gotta figure out... No, you're just range combat. I don't think you're supposed to be a medic. There he is. It is a little exploity that I would hypothetically be able to take his armor again, so I'm going to throw that away. Euban, you should be in range combat. Oh, he hasn't been training. Ooh, thorns went down. Yeah, this guy hits like a truck. Actually, Queen, you go stand aside. His armor is really, really tough as well. Alright, let's not have Queen, who needs to stay alive, stand next. But, you know, Queen, you could go ahead and murder these chiefs. I don't know if they're going to disappear. Obviously, the town here hasn't really recovered, so there's not a whole lot of them. Damn, this dude hits so hard, and his armor deflects like almost everything. You would need a bunch of armor penetration, or just have a huge amount of damage. Oh, Acid is imprisoned. Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. And this is quite the fight. Alright, he's down again. Minus is unconscious. Queen's going to be healing everybody up. So here he is. Oh, he's playing dead. Well, guess what? I'm gonna pick you up. So Minus should be conscious in a minute. Or maybe he'll be coma. Yeah, he'll be recovered coma. Metal. Go pick him up. And I guess we could just march with him. Alright, so Acid and Singhealy. You guys need splinting. I like how he was playing dead and, like, didn't bother to fight back when I recaptured him. Come on. Leave me alone. Oh, now my bone dogs are unconscious. You guys are not going to win. Alright, so Acid's leg is all sorts of messed up. Oh, we can make cannibal plate armor. Thor, pick up Red Rain. I just want to get out of here, because they're just going to keep reinforcing. And Rage, you're going to pick up Singhealy. Alright, I don't know who the slowest is anymore, but it doesn't really matter. Out we go. So it looks like slowest would be Metal at 19. Man, strength training has paid off. And we'll head into the World's End for now. Or, you know, Flotsam's closer. We can recover in Flotsam. Because Dak's up here waiting to hand off the sleeping bag replacements. That would be my fault. Oboro. You made a bunch of motors and presses. We need crossbow parts, which means hinges. I'm going to change his priorities a bit. What I'm going to do is just queue a bunch of hinges. Queue crossbow parts and hinges. And yeah. Alright. Armor. Here's another masterwork. Resnick, you're reliably making masterworks now. What about weapons? We don't have another relief blade yet. Alright, let's go over to metal. Who's leading the way? Oh, right. Having a, okay, yeah, having a fogger be the leader here is not ideal because they think swimming is fun. We built up the lore that, of course, we clean the infection by getting into water. And what's funny is the fog's addiction to swimming plays right into that sort of fake lore. Oh, Thorns is stuck. Hang on, everybody is separating. Oops. Don't trade accidentally. That was a big old mess. Checking on strength training. Pretty close. Sebian is real close. Shouldn't be too long. We also have to make sure that that HN guy is starving. Slinky, you're sort of close. Yep, alright, finally, he's starving. Mr. Inquisitor. Alright, this time I'm not going to put down the guy. He's healed up enough. I'm not even gonna heal him up. Queen, you are gonna pick up the wizard. And everybody else is going to get rested. So the people that are particularly injured, I'm going to have rest, acid, and Sangheili. Darn it, they're using all the beds. I mean, it's their beds, right? But still. What about the bar? This should be pretty quick with the ×8 healing or whatever it is. Indeed it is. Oh, look, there's a little bit of a cannibal raid coming in. And because of that, some of the filled beds are freeing up because everyone is... Oh, no. Some people were headed to defend. Not everyone. It shouldn't be that inclusive. Minus, you are very messed up. Metal, put him away. There we go. It's nice to have allies in dangerous territories. Makes for recovery to be quick. I might as well leave here 100%. There's not a lot of penalty for being thorough, right? Red Rain is not fully healed yet. Who else needs healing? Controller sauce. Wasted. Pharaoh. And Droiden. Alright, Red Rain's a little injured, but like, yeah, whatever. Little injuries like that's not gonna kill me. Alright, we're just about 100%. Everybody's ready to go. And this is where I'm gonna leave it off. I need to drop the bounty off to the Shek. And then go on some more adventures. Thank you all for watching. I wanted to thank everybody that became a patron to be included in this series. I do have a lot of people to add to the roster. I know this, and I will get you added soon. If you have any tips, tricks, feedback for me, drop me a line. If you would also like to be included in this series, all you got to do is sign up on patreon.com to become a patron. If you'd like to discuss this episode or this series in general, Discord's the place to be. You can find the link on Radamat.com. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you all later. Adios.